What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the semi-new Lucha Libre, or Legends of Lucha Libre Fanaticos Wave 2, I believe. The first wave was, oh, don't let me get this wrong, Pentagon, Rey Fenix, Taya Valkyrie, and Juventud Guerrero, I think. Don't hold me to that because I don't know entirely, but I'm going to roll with that. I'm going on the record with that. But this time we have none other than Hijo del Pueblo Aguayo, Ultimo Dragon, Black Taurus, and Vampiro. And I'm looking forward to them, so let's go ahead and get right on into the review. Alright, so starting off, a little thing about the Legends of Lucha Libre line. They're actually really good figures. They don't come out as often as I would like. I mean, I love their figures. They're really good quality, and honestly can't say enough good things about them. But other than that, their selection of guys that they can do is pretty insane, honestly. Like, names that we haven't gotten in years, or names we've never gotten in figure form, like Black Taurus. But let's go ahead, start off on the left, work our way down to Vampiro, and I'm going to give my honest rundown on each of them. Since this is their Fanaticos line, they sadly do not have torso articulation. And like the premium line, they do not have butterfly joints. You guys have seen my Pentagon and Rey Fenix review probably, what, a couple years ago at this point. I think that really helped my channel a lot back in the day. But it doesn't have the torso articulation or the butterfly joints. The legs are as good as the premium wave figures, like your Jazzwares and Mattel Elites. So for Hijo del Pueblo Aguayo, we get a really nice head sculpt. I'm actually a pretty big fan of that. I think it captures his likeness very, very well. The focus seems to be capturing Ultimo Dragon's likeness. Looks good. The top is pretty plain, you know, standard for what we would expect, but he does come with this cool wrap around, which he did wear. And there's nothing too spectacular about this one. This one's one of the more plain ones. It's just more so happy that, like, we actually got him. The boots have really nice sculpt on them. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but you can see the detail there on that back boot. Very nice textured sculpt, and I am a fan of it, honestly. This is a solid figure and definitely a nice pickup. Probably the least anticipated one of the wave. But other than that, it's pretty freaking cool. So I am happy about that. After that, we have none other than the legend himself, Ultimo Dragon. Now, I've seen a lot of people taking this and turning this into an Elite or a Jazzwares figure, which is honestly not the worst idea. The color scheme, though, all I'm seeing here is Nacho Libre, which is bad. But the details on the mask are insane. Just all the way wrap around, and these do pop off easily, so you can put them on other bodies if you would like. He has this shoulder piece here, which I don't see where this is actually connected, unless you would, like, yeah, I don't know how the heck you would remove this. If you were to put it on another figure, you would have to, like, cut it at one of the straps or something and glue it back and hope that it holds. But that's pretty cool that it's actually, like, on there like that. One elbow pad, of course. You have the cool arm gauntlets. Do these move? I do not know. Wait, these actually might come off. Yep, they come off. That's actually pretty cool. These look good. The teal and the red look really good together. It's a nice color pairing that not a lot of people use. Looks good. He has the waist, or the wrap around the waist, which is actually connected to the two sharp parts at the top, so they spin around with it, as you see there and there. Of course, go ahead and line that back up with the other pieces. The leg articulation, like we talked about for Aguayo over there, gets really good range of motion. These are single joint knees, but I mean, their range of motion isn't too bad. Like, it gets more than a basic would. For this to be their basic line, yeah, they're $20 a piece, but it does get better articulation. Also, I completely forgot to mention, they are on like a ball joint here, so they get all kinds of range of motion, which is pretty cool for the line, I'm not gonna lie. And then he just has pretty standard boots. For such an exciting figure, he has standard boots, which is funny. But Up next, we're going to talk about Black Taurus. Now, I do not know much about Black Taurus except for the fact that it is a Minotaur looking dude, which is pretty cool. The mask alone is worth the 20 bucks. Look at the sculpt, and there's like a black wash on the hair, so it's not just plain white. Or not the hair, but you know what I mean. Looks so freaking good. I can't find the words to talk about it. That's just like, it's insane. You can pop this off. So let's pop this off so we don't get distracted. He comes with this cool demolition style, I don't even know what you would call these, but they're cool. He has this waist wrap that has the skull and the horns on it with these dangly things attached to it. My word choice is really bad for this video, but it is so cool. And despite all this, he doesn't have bad articulation for a big guy. Obviously on ball joints, like all the other figures that we have seen from this wave. And let's get down to the knees and the boots. Look at this. This reminds me of when Daniel Bryan had like goat style boots. It was insane. And look at the covers and everything, a black wash again. This one is a little harder to stand up, I've noticed, but I think it's just because of the insane molding on the boot. Is he gonna stay? He's gonna stay. And let's talk about Vampiro. Oh, there he went. Let's talk about Vampiro. This is definitely an old school style Vampiro. It has a pretty plain but accurate red and black tight design. I do enjoy it though. He has the face paint, which is very minimal from what we ended up seeing from Vampiro a lot. The black and red dreads are actually pretty cool. I don't know why I like it. It's so different. And I really want to pop this on another figure, but I haven't found the proper skin tone to do one that I want. The tattoo details are not as good. This is, like I said, they're cheaper line. So the tattoos are just, you know, black. They're not going to have any real, like, color to them like this Ricochet figure here. But their premium wave Vampiro, which is coming out, I think they said next year. I did a review on it last week or the week before, and it is absolutely insane. Like, you'd have to be crazy not to want that figure. And the tattoos are all colored in and everything about it just looks phenomenal. Once again, it's the same torso situation that we saw with the other figures. As you see, the articulation pieces in there and the ball joint in the bottom of the torso. So you can swap them the same way that you can with AEW figures. And you know what? Let's see if we can actually swap one real quick. Let me grab an AEW figure and see how well this looks, because I know people did it with the Rey Fenix from the first set. Of course, as soon as I walk away, Black Taurus decides to fall over again. But there's the lower body for Vampiro, and let's just grab... Jesus Christ. Okay, so it does not seem to be snapping on the... this is what? The Kenny Omega lowers? But I'm sure with a little bit of modifications, you can make something like that work. But they are phenomenal figures. They seem to have been scaled up some. That was a complaint of the first set, because they were smaller. But let's go ahead and pair a couple with Rey Mysterio, which is a newer figure. I like that scale right there a lot. I think it lines up really well. I'm a fan of it, and I cannot wait for more of their premium wave. But that is going to be it for today's video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, pray for my man Black Taurus over there, and last but not least, take it easy.